Welcome everybody. Matthew Wake and the Angler. Courtney took me birthday shopping today out to Bass Pro Shops. She bought me a beautiful Fenwick Eagle 7-foot medium light walleye rod for Christmas. It's gorgeous. Got the matte black matte blue finish with the little gold trim on it. It's a beautiful rod. So she wanted to buy me a reel for it. Somehow she bamboozled me into buying 2 reels, one of which is a reel for one of our carp rods, another bait runner. First off, new copy of In Fisherman. The Linder brothers, Al especially, Ron, they taught more people how to fish than anybody in this country. Great Lakes Angler, which I love, one of my favorite magazines. And On the Water, another one that's done beautifully. All 3 of these magazines are top of the line. Catfish bait, pre-made, just molded on the hook. But I bought corn and vanilla strawberry corn. I also got the power bait, pre-made catfish bait. And buy a 50-pound bag of whole kernel deer corn or over to the feed store, whatever. And then I boil it and soften it up, and I'll go out in the kayak, or I'll have my big spoon that I chuck it out and broadcast spread it with, and get those fish in the area. She wanted to buy me a reel for my birthday, and how can you argue with that, really? I settled on this Abu Garcia. That's going to look amazing on the Fenwick. That's going to look just amazing. Bait runner. For those guys that don't know what that is, if you're fishing bait, most live bait guys use it, especially bigger live bait. Guys that striper fish do it. So from my finger forward, it's just a regular spinning reel. But from this lever back, it becomes a dual purpose reel. So this drag right here, that's your disc drag for your spool. Obviously, when the fish is running, you tighten or loosen your drag. This drag knob back here is for when you have this lever pulled back, and this lever is the bait runner function, which now makes that turn almost freely. But it would spin right off there just like this. It stays underneath the rotor. The bail's not open. And so as soon as that fish takes it, whether it's dead bait, live bait, you pick the rod up and it's still coming off the rotor. As soon as you hear that click, as soon as you start to turn the reel handle to reel the fish in, engages this drag right here, and that's how your bait runner feature, now you're on your regular reel. All right, so this rod is primarily for me going to be for all my snap jigging presentations, because you put so much force into it. It's got the medium fat or the moderate fast tip on it, so it'll really snap that bait up off the bottom. But when you're fighting the fish after hookup, it's soft with a medium light action. It's soft because you will pull hooks out of these walleyes if you put the real heat to them once you stick.
Okay.
the edge of the drop off out here. I won't go any farther than this. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back a little towards shore. So this is a dredged river here, part of the Erie Canal system. And so within 30 feet of my dock, the end of my dock, it's 17 to 20 feet deep, depending on where you are. But to the west, just to the west of my house, there's an old island that they somewhat took out. And where I'm sitting right now is the top of it. And it's shallow. So that's down current that way. So these fish are coming this way to me. I always believe they're coming up current because they're smelling it. So we're going to put out stuff for catfish today and for the carp. And we're going to bait up 5 rods, 4 for carp, 1 for catfish. That's how the hair rig looks. Just pinched down there. And I take my pack bait and I just make a ball of it around the sinker. So my pack bait is made out of oatmeal, cream corn, and just the cheap table syrup, pancake syrup. You want it to form a ball. Good, tight, glutinous ball. You don't have to do this. I put my hook right in my bait ball. This is the hook bait I'm using today for carp. So I'm just threading my hook bait onto the bait needle, my old straightened out jig head. Slide it on so the barb catches it. I slide it down on there. Now this one I have a longer hair on, so I'm gonna make this into a bigger bait. I'm going to put 2 pieces of dough on, and this, in my opinion, is just for visual out there. I don't know. I just think this time of year when they're looking for food, that just catches their attention. And pink is always an excellent color. Thread it down there. Slide it down. So now that's the biggest bait I've got out there right there today. So if this one gets bit, we know that these carp are hungry and they're looking for a bigger bite. Just trying to get on the edge of that current right there so it'll take this scent down, but I can't cast this stuff very far. It's heavy. This is my first fish on my Christmas present fishing rod. How awesome is that? Ooh, what do we get? Ooh, is that a sheep's head? Wow, that's a power sheep. Look at this. Tucker, Tucker. Are you getting that? Look at, I'm bringing them both in together. Look at that fish has got to be going out right now. Something in my face and a big black furry thing. For the love of God, man. Lure I found in the garage in one of my bins off to the side. That's a sheepy deluxe right there. He's got a face only a mother could love, but he's in the drum family. Ah. There he goes. Ah.
Number two, number two.
I don't even know what it is yet.
That was quick. You haven't even had that out 10 minutes.
Look at the size of him.
Come here.
He's going right for the dock pilings. Can you grab the net?
Yep.
Can you scoop it?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah. My
Tucker.
come on. Can you grab my pliers?
Tucker, give kisses.
Yeah, it's over here. That's my first bass of the year. That's a rebel. That's a smallmouth. Look at the big fat belly.
Mm-hmm.
I left the carp rods out all night. We got one yesterday. We had one on and it wrapped us around the neighbor's dock and broke us off. So we've had two. Now, if you can see that reel right there with the orange line exposed, that's backing. And it's going off this way. So I don't know if we still have a fish on, but we had a fish on in the night. So I'm gonna check it right now and see if there's anything here. Nope, broke me off in the night. Real quick, I'm gonna check the other ones and bring them in. This last one I'm about to pull in also looks like it's down into the backing on the reel, so there was one on that one again as well, so I'm going to check it. Okay, so we had two on in the night, so that makes us 1 for 4. This one broke me off as well. I want to give a quick shout out to the great guy we saw last night out to dinner. He recognized me from my YouTube videos. I won't mention his name. If he comments below where we were at, I'll hook him up with a free t-shirt just like this. As always, keep your tip up.